The government says this agitation is not pan-national. This is largely limited. They continue to maintain this is limited to certain farmer groups who fear that their monopoly over the Sarkari Mandi system will break. The government therefore says that we do not believe that the farmers who are agitating represent all the farmers of India.
Have you seen what were the demonstrations today in Karnataka? Have you seen what is happening in Andhra and Telangana? Have you seen the massive farmers who have risen in protest in Maharashtra? Are you seeing what happened yesterday in the Bandh in the eastern part of India? So this is the normal dispropaganda of the government. Their propaganda and spin to suit their purpose. Unfortunately, my request to the media is just stick to the facts. There are farmers' protests all over the country.
Sir, the facts. Let's stick to the facts. The facts are that Narendra Modi's government has a majority in Parliament. The facts are that the Modi government claims that they have been planning agriculture reforms over a period of time. It's not. They claim this has not been done as some kind of a midnight operation. They say it is part of their manifesto. They've been working towards this. It's the opposition today which is looking for a moment for an opportunity to ghair Prime Minister Modi. This is what they claim.
What are they planning for a long time? Have they discussed it with anybody? Have they discussed it with anybody, either the farmers or the political parties or the opposition parties? Have they discussed it in parliamentary committees? So what if they have been planning? So that is no answer. If you want to bring about a reform, it has to be properly discussed. It can't be bulldozed through in a completely authoritarian, anti-democratic manner like it's being done now. And that is what the opposition is saying is not acceptable.
So let me ask you in conclusion. If there is an all-party meeting called or a special session of parliament called to discuss the laws without either side setting preconditions, are you open to that?
But
or are
it
you
has
first
to be
saying
proper.
Repeal the laws only, then we will come to the discussion table?
What do they want to discuss? Are they going to discuss these laws? Be clear. I don't know if you're clear, Mr. Sardesai, but are you clear? What do they want to discuss? Then
No,
if they want to discuss...
Sir, I am neither in the government nor in the opposition. I am asking you, are you ready for an unconditional dialogue, or are you saying that a precondition to the dialogue is repealing the laws?
What is the dialogue about? We are not clear. What is the dialogue about? No, that is what the government has to tell us.
I am asking you one last time. If you today are, whether you want repealing the laws as a precondition, the government, suppose the government today says, we are giving this 5-point proposal on MSP, on tax on private producers, on strengthening APMC, are you willing to discuss this free of any preconditions? I asked you this for the last time, because otherwise how will the logjam break if both sides are going to set preconditions?
That is up to the government if it wants to break the logjam. The point is, there is no precondition. A law is a law. It can be implemented. We are saying do not implement it now. How can you do that? Only by repealing. It's as simple as that. If you want to discuss, repeal this, discuss. But a law is a law. You cannot fit in suspended animation.
And what if the government doesn't? And what if the government doesn't agree to this? And what if the Modi government doesn't agree to this? This agitation will continue?
Continue, naturally. Naturally, is the Modi government leaving any other option? It is the Modi government that is forcing this agitation to continue.